Hello, Cole. Sam Wallace from The Telegraph. This feels like a huge game for you. I know you've played in finals before and scored goals, but clearly your career is going to go to a different level now. I mean, how do you feel about the way the world's going to look at you differently come tomorrow morning?
Yeah, just try and do my job every time I go onto the pitch, and hopefully it can continue.
Ben?
Cole, in the video of the trophy lift, Trump was right in front of you, cutting you off for some of the photos, and you looked a little bit confused. Were you surprised to see him there?
Nah, I knew he was going to be here, but I didn't know he was going to be on the stand when we lift the trophy, so I was a bit confused, yeah.
Finish with Jacob at the back.
Hi, Cole. There are billboards of you all over New York saying that you're scary good. Just wondering, first of all, if you've seen them, what you make of them. And also, the other ones that are up there are players like Mbappe and Vinicius. When you play like that tonight, do you think that you deserve to be spoken about in the same way as players like them?
Yeah, I've seen the billboards in Times Square and outside Madison Square Garden. Yeah, it's a nice feeling to be obviously alongside them type of players.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
No, yeah, fantastic reaction. As you said, Club World Cup champion is something that we have to be proud. We are very happy, especially against PSG. That, as I said 2 days ago in the press conference, I consider them the best team in the world, with one of the best managers in the world, fantastic player. So today has been top achievement.
Go for this lady in the front here, please.
Buenas tardes, Mister. Enhorabuena por la victoria.
Good evening, Coach. Congratulations on the win. If possible, could you please tell us about Bernardo Cueva's job and the impact he had on your team and how important it was on this win? We're not here to talk about Bernardo, we're here to talk about the team. Thank you.
Hello, Enzo. Sam Wallace from The Telegraph. It felt today that you got the tactics spot on, but PSG, you managed to find a lot of space on the left side. Cole found a lot of space. I know you never talk about it before the game, but could you just give us a little bit of an insight into how you prepared the team and how you set up for this game?
Yeah, as you said, they have three midfielders. Two of them, they were in charge for Riz and for Moi, and Vitinha was in charge for Enzo. Analyzing them, we saw that that was a good opportunity to exploit that space, and we used Cole and Malo in that side to create a little bit an overload in that side. And it was just the game plan. As we said many times, we try to use different game plan. We try to help the players to be in position where they can give everything. Today works quite well. But overall, I think, as I just said, it has been the effort from all the team, all the players, and I'm very happy, especially for them, because they deserve this moment.
The fourth row, second in, please. Fourth row, second in, please.
Hola, Coach. Fernando Calas de Reuters.
Hello, Coach Fernando Calas, Reuters. During the previous press conference on Friday, you told us that the game was going to be like a chess game. What can you tell us about your preparation? Because if this were a chess game, maybe we'd be talking about checkmates, because you scored 3 goals so quickly. Can you tell us about a chess player? What can you tell us about this victory? Well, not really. I mean, I did say that I love playing chess and I would love to be a good player. I do play, but I'm not an expert. I do enjoy chess in general. However, I reiterate, we analyzed the game and we could see that there was quite a lot of space on their left wing for PSG, and we could see that we can explore that flank. I think that we won the game in the first 10 minutes because we came out on the pitch to show that we were here to give it all and take this win, of course, with the utmost respect for our opponent. However, at the end of the day, you can give a detailed plan to your players, but they need to execute it, and they did so well.
Hi, Enzo. Jacob Steinberg from The Guardian. You've qualified for the Champions League this season, won a trophy in May, and won another trophy here. How much personal satisfaction do you take from this? It's your first season at Chelsea, and it feels like you've maybe proved quite a few doubters wrong.
I work every day just to prove myself. I try always to learn. I try to, every session, every game, what we can do better, what we can learn. And then has been a fantastic season, as you said, but I'm especially happy for the players because just 1 year ago, when I joined the club, I said since the first press conference that I was in love with the squad, and it's true. But we said many times that the talent is not enough. You need sacrifice, you need togetherness, you need a game plan where all the players think in the same way, and it's just because of them.
Down here, please.
Hola Enzo, Franco Calio para TX Sports Argentina.
Oh, Enzo Franco Caleo, Teacher Sports Argentina. I guess that you really planned this game well. You had a few days to prepare for it and you were optimistic. But did you dream about a result like this against the best team in the world? I repeat, I have the utmost of respect for PSG and their coach. However, I do plan and prepare for the games with a view of winning them, whether I face PSG or any other team, and then I try to do whatever I can in order to help my players to win the game. Had you told me we were going to be winning 3-0 during the first half, of course not. I wouldn't expect that, but we knew that we were going to put up a fight because that's what we're here for, and I know that our squads can really compete against really talented teams.
Hi, Enzo. Peter Rutzler from The Times. You mentioned about the first 10 minutes. It felt like the team came out extremely quickly, played very physically as well. Coming into this game, the team could have been fearful of PSG, you know, all the talk about how great they've been. I was wondering what you'd said to them as motivation before kickoff, and was that physical aspect something you wanted to see as well?
No, the message was quite clear. I think we won the game in the first 10 minutes, and the message before the game was let them understand that we are here to win the game, not just, you know. And I think the first 10 minutes, the team was there also to show that we were there to win the game. So probably set a little bit the tone of the game, and then, again, the quality of the player, the game plan everything has been good.
Second row here, please.
Thank you. Jonathan Tannenwald from the Philadelphia Inquirer here in the United States. While you guys were in Philadelphia and traveling around, there was a lot of talk about many things off the field, the heat, the travel, so on and so forth. But we all saw how happy you were celebrating at the end of the game. Did any of those challenges along the way be able to be used as motivations to keep pushing your team behind the scenes? And does it all just sort of go away now with the happiness of winning?
We are very happy. We have been very happy since we arrived here, but at the same time, something in some moment happened that is not normal, as we said. But I always said that we were proud to be here and we were proud to play this competition. The first target for us was to go through the group stage. After that, was Benfica, and then, okay, Benfica now, if we beat Benfica, we can go to the next one. Palmeiras, if we beat Palmeiras, we can go Fluminense. You know, has been slowly. And at the end, we landed here 13 June. Today is 13 July. We spent 1 month here, and at the end, I think worth it.
In the middle, in the front here, please.
Enzo, acá. Germán Carrera, periodista freelance.
Germán Carrera, freelancer. I wanted to ask you, do you think that this trophy is as important as winning a Champions League or a Premier League? This competition, to be honest, I told my players that I had the feeling that this competition will become just as important or even more important than the Champions League. 3 years ago, I was fortunate enough to be part of a technical staff that managed to win the Champions League, and I enjoyed every minute of it. I think that this competition, reuniting all the best clubs around the world, I think that it will become more important than the Champions League, and we value it just as much as winning the Champions League, because we can give this championship to Chelsea fans, and it will be a source of pride to wear this badge.
Congratulations, Ben Jacobs from TalkSport. Did you exchange any words with President Trump when you picked up your winner's medal? And did you and the players find it quite amusing that he stayed in to celebrate with you, especially wearing a red tie?
No, I didn't speak with, just we exchanged the congratulations. I didn't speak with Trump. And then, yeah, he was there for the trophy. He had some moment with us with picture. And then, yeah, the players, they were continuing on that.
Just down here, please, in front.
Buenas tardes, Juan Castro, del diario Marca de España.
Good evening, Juan Castro, Marca, Spain, over here. I know that you don't want to talk specifically about any player, but could you please tell us about Cucurella's performance? And do you think that he will be the soul of the party tonight? Yes, I don't want to talk about any specific player, but about Cucurella, I do, because he's been such a great performance during this season, and he scored a few goals as well, and that shows how smart a player he is. He's one of the main characters in the locker room, and he will be the soul of the party tonight, of course.
Hola, mister. Congratulaciones. Después del partido hubo una confusión.
Hello, coach. Congratulations. After the game, there was some sort of brawl between Luis Enrique, Donnarumma, João Pedro. What happened, in your opinion? What do you think about PSG players' reaction and their coach after the game? After the final whistle, I approached Luis to talk to him, and I saw that something was going on, but I don't know what happened, really.
Mike DeCourcy from the Sporting News. Enzo, can you discuss the great performance that Cole Palmer delivered and what doing something like he did today on this stage could do for him in the future?
Yeah, these are the games where we expect Cole to appear, because they are big game, big moment, and once again, I think he show how good this.
Right at the back, please.
Hola, Enzo. Un gusto. Felicitaciones por el.
Hello, Enzo. Pleasure to talk to you, and congratulations on the win. Sergio Levinsky, Grupo Jornada, Mendoza, Argentina. Luis Enrique mentioned earlier that when he won the Champions League, they were here to stay, to sort of try and become a football empire. And Chelsea, how about you? You won the Conference League and now the Club World Cup. Is this a new era for Chelsea? Well, I think that during the season we were heading towards the right direction, and we ended our season very well, and now we lifted this trophy, a fantastic trophy. About the future, fortunately, I have 3 weeks vacation now because that's all I want. It's been 15 months non-stop, and then we'll see what happens next season. Hello, Enzo. Congratulations, Monique Danielo, Brazil, Tintin Sports. I would like to talk about João Pedro, a player who arrived during the competition and who scored 3 goals in 3 matches. He's had a few opportunities in the Brazilian national team that hasn't really had a striker for quite a long time. Do you think that he can become Brazil's number 9 in a year from now? Well, I think that the Brazilian national team's coach is a great coach, and it will be up to him whether he caps João or not. João, I can say, is an amazing player. We can really use him with teams that defend in a very low block with no spaces, because he's really good in tight spaces.
With the victory, because it's Russian to be Oko, and a lot of people in Russia support Chelsea, so thank you. And there is a district in New York named Chelsea. Will you go celebrate in there today?
Yeah. I know they were celebrating. They said to me. I think also we had some fans that they are celebrating in London. We are very happy to make people happy around the world. I said many times that we work every day for this kind of moment, for us as a team and also for the fans.
Thank you.
3rd row on the end, gentleman in the hat.
Hola Enzo, la Isla Moñino del diario El País, enhorabuena por
Hello, Enzo, Diario El País. Congratulations on the win. 2 questions, please. First of all, what was your antidote against PSG, that high pressure? Griezmann said the other day that was one of the ways maybe to outperform them. And then I wanted to ask you, was it risky to try and press high against PSG? And another question, at the beginning of the season, there was some controversy about goalkeepers' long balls. You said that if they did so, maybe you were going to bench them because you wanted to start building up from the back. However, today you used this as a weapon to try and break lines. Oh, the first question, yes, pressing high. I think that PSG are a team that you either press them high or you'll be in trouble, because they have so many talented players that if you give them time to link up and get the ball, they're so good that, in my personal opinion, if you give them time, then you'll be worse off. And that's what we're trying to do. And about Robert, I usually say that the opponent give us the solution. If the opponent does what PSG does, then, we have to use the long balls and the clearances by the goalkeepers. It depends on what the opponent does. Victor Valverde, Costa Rica. I was talking to some British colleagues, and they said that Chelsea has no official sponsor waiting for an offer. So after this victory, congratulations. I wanted to ask, do you think that there will be new signings this summer? And will you receive any other offers? Will there be offers for new players? What do you think? I think that it's time to enjoy this moment and enjoy our holidays, and everything else is not as important.
Aquí Enzo Claudio Giglioni de Cadena 3 Argentina.
Enzo Claudio Giglioni, Argentina. Congratulations. Are you satisfied with Enzo Fernandez? He played a bit more forward than other times, and he gave a great performance. When the game started, did you think that you were going to play to perfection during the first 30 minutes? We are extremely happy with Enzo, not just today, but throughout the whole season. And he played in a different position today, of course. We tried to prepare for the match thinking that the result was going to be good and that things would go well. And that's what I thought today.
Enzo, congratulations. Igor Mello with CBS Sports. A lot has been said about PSG and the way they press against other teams, but today your team really stood out. Can you tell me how this team was able to suffocate PSG playing out of the back?
Well, the idea was to go man-to-man. I think PSG, they are so good that if you give them time, you're going to struggle. In my personal opinion, you have to press them very intense. I think the first 10 minutes, we were able to do it. In our ideal world, we have to do that for 90 minutes, 95, but we knew that, because of the weather condition was not possible to do for a long time. But we try to be very aggressive. Don't give them time. And then on the ball, I think we had some very good moments. We explored the space that we planned, and it was very good.
Okay, we've got time for one more question in the front, please.
Gracias, profesor. Felicidades. Soy Edgar Valero del...
Thank you, Coach Edgar Valero, Heraldo Mexico, Caliente TV.
Filosofías fútbol.
Recently,
¿Qué es el estilo de Guardiola?
we've talked about different football philosophies, Guardiola's style, Real Madrid's winning DNA. I've watched all of Chelsea's games during this Club World Cup, and I'm not a great tactical analyst, but I do love good football. And I've seen Chelsea playing so fast through the flanks. It was really impressive. Therefore, I wonder, have you thought about creating a new style that becomes Chelsea's new philosophy, or you just work depending on what's the next opponent? We prepare and plan for the games depending on our next opponent. What I try to do is learn every single day, learn a new thing. I've learned a lot from Luis Enrique when he used to coach Barcelona, the national team, and PSG, and that's it. I try to learn from coaches I like and teams I like, and then from then on, I try to give my own personal idea as well.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Neither could Paris Saint-Germain. Chelsea, young, written off, and supposedly outmatched, delivered a seismic 3-0 upset in the Club World Cup final. And suddenly, the joke's no longer on them. Paris Saint-Germain arrived in New Jersey looking invincible. League One champions by April. Champions League winners by June. And after dismantling Bayern and Madrid en route to the final, they were tipped to cruise past Chelsea. Instead, they were humbled. Cole Palmer, cool, composed, and clinical, scored twice and assisted João Pedro in a first-half blitz that left PSG stunned. Palmer had struggled for form just weeks ago, but under Enzo Maresca, back on the right wing, he looked reborn. Chelsea came out flying, aggressive, fearless. Maresca revealed post-match that the plan was simple. Go man for man, suffocate PSG early, and deny them space. We won the game in the first 10 minutes, he said, and he wasn't wrong. Palmer and Pedro repeatedly exploited PSG's left flank, with Nuno Mendes unable to cope. Passes in behind, movement off the shoulder, Chelsea were relentless. Townsend called it a tactical masterclass. Gareth Bale said, PSG have been saved. It wasn't just flair, it was structure, purpose, identity. Even the half-time Coldplay show couldn't reset PSG's rhythm. Chelsea was simply better, from Marc Cucurella at left-back to Enzo and Caicedo dominating the midfield. And while tempers flared at full time, Maresca stepping in as peacemaker, there was no doubt who had deserved it. For Chelsea, this was more than a trophy. It was validation. They've been ridiculed under Todd Boehly's £1.5 billion rebuild. Laughed at for long contracts, mocked after defeats, labelled billion-pound bottle jobs. But now, With the Conference League and Club World Cup in hand, they look like a team reborn. This was the youngest squad at the tournament. No player over 27. And yet, they beat PSG 3-0, a team full of global stars, on the biggest stage. Players like João Pedro, just signed from Brighton, now have 3 goals in 3 games. Liam Delap looks sharp. Levi Colwill and Malo Gusto are growing fast. Caicedo and Enzo, quietly becoming one of Europe's best midfield duos. And Marc Cucurella, arguably in the best form of his career. There's more to come, too. Estevão Willian joins for pre-season. Jamie Gittens arrives from Dortmund. The blueprint is clear. Youth, speed, and a manager they trust. We value this like the Champions League. Maybe even more, said Maresca. And why not? Chelsea are world champions, not just for a year, but until 2029. A club once mocked is now marching. With silverware in hand, a squad on the rise, and a statement win that will echo for years, Chelsea are building something real. This is Sport Lab, where we go beyond the matchday.